Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a collective reading for the 12/12 portal activation, which is happening on December 12th. So this particular portal is exciting because it brings us squarely back into energies that are ripe for manifestation. The eclipse season was a little bit difficult for trying to sort of bring things to fruition and that rapid fire manifestation energy that some of us may have been looking for. It was pretty frustrating for a lot of people who were trying to see these changes that they were envisioning for their life actually start to mold and take shape. But now, as we're moving through this portal toward the end of the year into the new year, we'll start to see a lot more of that quick fire manifestation because this portal is allowing for the breakdown and density in the energy, and then also in breaking down that density, allowing for new information, downloads, light codes, a new awareness of self to sort of lead us closer to what it is that we're trying to co-create. So all that said, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to do a collective reading. Please only take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. And then I'm going to dive in for an extended pick a card to this reading to look at more closely at specifically what is on the other side of this activation. So if you are interested in that, join us over on Patreon where you'll be able to find that reading. But for now, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to start with the Spiral Oracle because it just seems right, and see what messages want to come through for the collective for the 12/12 portal activation. All right, messages for the collective, please. Can I have 3 cards, please? Hello. That's 2. 1 more, please. I'll take 4. Fine. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. So the first card that flipped out is Sacred Geometry. So again, everything that's happening now is it's part of a divine pattern. It's the natural evolution of things. So the idea is to sort of understand that getting frustrated because things aren't working out on your timeline is not really it's not going to make you any more productive. The idea is to sort of surrender to the natural order and flow of things as they are happening, and to recognize the beauty in those the beauty and the opportunity that exists in those moments where you are being forced to slow down or even take a complete pause or hiatus to refocus in on yourself, refocus in on crafting that vision that maybe was not all the way ready yet. It wasn't all the way ready yet for the complete manifestation. It needed a little bit more attention, a little bit more tweaking, a little bit more focus. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know why that was so hard to find. A little bit more focus. Interesting, because you have Sacred Geometry and Fibonacci. This is everything happening right now is being patterned out, and I think you're going to start to recognize the the divine order of the way that things are playing out as your manifestations start to come to fruition. Like realizing the reason that this didn't happen is because I was going to make a hasty choice or a hasty decision, and I needed to pull back my energy a little bit so that I wasn't so frazzled and frantic, and I was able to make a more thoughtful decision. getting aligned with yourself, with your inner self, with your with aligning your chakra centers, so that you're not feeling out of balance as things come into fruition, because there's that energy of God don't bless no mess, right? And so it's almost like you need it to be sort of more to have this zen, to be centered within yourself in order to prepare yourself for these manifestations to come in. It was almost like there was this energy of like you were so there it was like such a frantic focus on the external and on what was not happening, that it was taking away from self-awareness, and taking away from mindfulness, a mindful decision making. Like there may have been a lot of like almost like rash decision making. Thank you, Spirit. Rash decision making, and also missing the signs. And so it was almost like you needed a moment before the actual activation, to refocus, recenter, so that you could see the signs, so that you could connect the dots, so that you could follow your path to whatever this is that's going to be activated and manifesting for you. I want to get one of these angels and ancestors oracle cards as we're moving here through this reading. Yeah, you were in danger of like shooting yourself in the foot almost. I'm getting in danger of shooting yourself in the foot, which is why sort of like there were all these like stop gaps and speed bumps that were sort of put in your way, so that you didn't shoot yourself in the foot. So that you had a chance to like reconsider. Thank you, Spirit. Reconsider before you were handed this major blessing. One more, please. Okay, 2. Then was it 4? I'm seeing 444 all the time, and the cards are coming out in 4s. I'm asking for 3, but they keep giving me 4, so we're just going to go with it. And I keep seeing 444. So let's see what we have here. Beautiful. So you have Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded, extremely important, because again, it was that energy of like being like, for some it was being ego driven, like by like, because I want this and this is what's supposed to happen, and this is what I'm going to make happen. This willfulness that was taking you away from your alignment, from your ultimate alignment. But for others, it was just sort of like this, this being in the wind type of energy, like not knowing what was going on, and so just like doing whatever. Like it's almost like you couldn't be sure. You couldn't be sure of what your next steps were going to be, so you were kind of just like, whatever. Like something comes up, okay, I'll try it. I'll do it. Maybe that'll work. As opposed to like being very thoughtful and mindful about your next steps and actions. And I think you're getting more into this grounded energy, into this earthy energy. Focusing on your root chakra, for those of you, root chakra meditations might be really important through this activation. And then you have Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Getting back to your inner peace too. And also for some people too, one of the things that might have been a speed block or a road bump is like things that were causing drama or confusion or conflict in your life, and like holding on to those things because somehow you wanted to come out on top, like be the winner, but it's like that. But it's like, do you want to win the fight? But like you're gonna lose the war, because it's like ultimately you're the one who loses in the end, because you lose time, you lose your inner peace, trying to like sort of get people to sort of agree with your way of doing things. And sometimes you just have to like leave people where they are, or leave experiences where they are, and continue to move on and understand, like, maybe they don't see it how I see it, but I'm going to continue on my path. They'll catch up if they catch up, or perhaps they're going to just continue along their path, and we're not meant to be traveling on the same road, right? But it's letting go of that idea that you got to fight to the death so that everybody can get aligned, and it's like, no, I need to be aligned within myself, and the conflict is taking me away from my inner alignment. Then you have, I love these. You have, lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. We're coming into a time of great rewards. Again, the manifestation is happening. The fruit is now going to start blossoming, growing on the tree, being ready for you to pick it. It's almost like the seeds that you've sown are bearing fruit. A lot of green in these cards. I'm getting a lot of green energy. So your heart chakra opening up. Your heart chakra is opening up too. I also get the idea that somehow there was like something that you wanted to the point of like almost obsession. Like it's like your heart just wanted it. Your heart like sort of beat for the thing, and it was like the roadblock was put in place so that you would come back to this to having your heart beat for you, right? Your heart beating for you, as opposed to your heart beating for this external thing, idea, concept, way of living that you might have like been like really wanting or something like that. And then you have be brave and honest. And so like as you start to get these rewards and recognize this growth within yourself and growth within your circumstances, you're also being asked to sort of bravely accept them and the changes that they're going to bring into your life, right? Because your life is inevitably going to change as some of these things start to manifest. And the reason that the alignment, the inner alignment, the inner peace was so important, the groundedness was so important, is so that you would be able to navigate the changes in a way like with integrity. Number one, with integrity, and number two, without fear. Interesting. Some of you are going to be keeping what's happening for you in your life, all of the changes and the under wraps for a little bit, for a little bit of time. Like even as you start picking the fruits, even as you start plucking the fruits of your manifestation, you're going to be keeping it a little bit on the low for a while. And I think that that's okay until you start to understand how those changes are affecting your life. But let's go ahead and lean in with some tarot. We'll use the fountain. We'll use the fountain here. Messages for the collective for the 12-12 portal. Bottom of the deck, you have the star, wish fulfillment. A wish is coming true. A wish is coming true that's leading you more into purpose. Also, like there are some aspects of healing that you're finally going to start to like be like, oh, you're going to start to understand that you've actually healed through the thing. Like it's almost like it doesn't affect, some things are not affecting you in the same way that they used to affect you. So like if you've had like difficult relationships in the past and that's been something that you focus on and come back to, it's almost like you're gonna recognize that you've healed through those things. Wow, interesting. Okay, so you have the fountain, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Justice card, the Ace of Coins, 2 aces out here, wow. The 9 of Cups, another card of wish fulfillment. The Page of Cups, and the first card out was the 10 of Wands. So we're going to start with this 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is about burden. It's about carrying too much, having to carry too much. Again, that density that's being broken up for you so that you can allow in for the thing that you really do desire in your life, so that you can make space for the manifestation, so that you can make space for the light codes. Some of you are just doing too, like you were doing too much. You're being too heavy-handed in the energy of creation. Again, it's co-creation, right? And so part of that means when you're co-creating something, you give a little, and then you allow God, the universe, your spirit team to work for you. And then you give a little, and then you allow them to work for you. And for some of you, you were trying to do it all yourself and not recognizing that energy of co-creation, and then getting frustrated, and also like many times like wearing yourself out, not understanding why this wasn't changing, like why something wasn't happening for you. And it's because it was that energy of co-creation, right? It's not just creation, right? This Page of Cups and this 9 of Cups, that's 10 cups. So this is about wish fulfillment. It's almost like for some of you, you get some sort of like small offer that leads you directly towards your wish fulfillment. It's almost like one small thing changes, you get one little break. It's coming in as like a break. You get a break, lucky break. For others of you, this is like an apology that finally allows you to release. Like either you're giving the apology or you're receiving the apology, and it finally puts you in this energy of release and allows you to sort of embody the healing, embody the emotional healing that is going to lead you back to your joy, to your contentment, to your happiness. But yeah, this is 10 cups. You're it's leading you to harmony and to bliss here. And then with this 4 of Wands here and these 10 cups, this is like some of you are perhaps finding new homes or new balance in the home, finding a new plane of happiness and joy in relationships, in family relationships, or romantic relationships. Some of you are finding your quote unquote happily ever after, being able to celebrate, love out loud. I'm getting the energy of being finally feeling comfortable enough to love out loud, finally feeling ready to love out loud, or something like that. With this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Coins, it feels very much like there's like a maturing in the way that you're either loving on yourself or loving on those around you, that brings in great blessings, that brings in great reward for you. For some of you, this is just like there's a reconciliation that brings in great reward. Others of you, the people at your job really love you. You're getting a promotion. Congratulations. But regardless, it's almost like if you can harness this energy, harness the power of this energy, right, and allow it to bring things back into balance without feeling like you have to do too much, right? Allow the balance to come in, allow things to be made right, because it's almost like you're like, this isn't right. Like more should be happening now. Like my life should be like the things should be popping a little bit more for me right now, like based on the work that I've been doing, or based on like what I like know that I'm capable of, whatever it is. It's almost like you felt the imbalance of like the energetic return from what you were putting out. You felt that imbalance, that lack of reciprocity. But it was like there were lessons, there were things that needed to be addressed, right, in terms of your self-awareness and your inner alignment, your commitment to your inner peace, and the way that you exercise self-love, right? There were things that needed to be addressed in order to bring things into this karmic balance. And now it's time, because then you have the fountain. So if you can harness this energy, it almost feels like the coming year is just going to be full of reward, full of love, love for self, love for others, love that's being poured onto you, and continual up leveling, a continual up leveling with this fountain card here. Like, again, we talk about these limitless possibilities, and that's sort of what I always get with this fountain card here. It's a wellspring that does not end for you, as long as you continue to harness this energy, as long as you continue to embody those lessons of self-awareness, as long as you continue to commit to your inner peace and your alignment of mind, body, and spirit, then you can continue to then be in this energy of manifestation that is opening up for us in the 1212 portal. Love that message. I love that message. And I'm going to leave that right there because I am going to do the extended, but let me go ahead and get a Shaman's Dream Oracle here. Just to wrap it up for the collective. Can I have one card, please, to wrap this reading up? Ooh, that's too many. Just one, please. I guess that's the one. Okay, we'll take it. What are we? Sky Dancers, Surrender, number 48. Breaking down into a 12. Look at that. Would you look at that? 1212 portal. All right, let's see. What are we saying? It says, when Sky Dancer appears, she is inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself, in your work, or in your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The Sky Dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest, most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life and, even more important, to guide you toward the realization of your own divinity. I love that. I love that message. And I really do hope that this reading resonated with someone or someone's out there. I am going to head over to Patreon to do the extended pick a card for this reading. So please, if you are interested, join us over there. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram or book a personal reading. The links for all of those things will be in the description box below. But if this is where we leave things, thank you so much for being here with me. Happy manifesting, and I am sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I'll see you in the next video.